Hello. New location at college, in the car park, a bit early. Listen to the news all the way here. Oh my God. So the Chancellor's conceded she's going to have to make tax rises. We could have told you that, Rachel, about 17 months ago, 15 months ago. Can't do the maths. That's why I'm not Chancellor. But here we are, just coming up to the budget, and yeah, she's got like £50 billion or something to find, and it's like, wow, you've just realised that from the litany of mistakes you've made with the economy up until this point. And so she's now thinking, well, yeah, I'm probably going to tax the wealthiest people. Oh, okay. So those of us that are not wealthy have no money to spend. So we cannot really add to the economy because we're literally existing. So where we do add to the economy, it's for things like, you know, fuel or food, paying our bills that never cease to go up. And then there are some wealthy people and they've got a bit more money in their back pocket. They've got it for a variety of reasons. I don't really care. They've got their money. So they are able to put some money into the economy. They are able to spend. They are able to keep the economy afloat. And they are also paying more taxes because they have more money. But their buffer zone, I suppose, is bigger. It's like the government should be, but the government doesn't have a buffer zone. So that's what she's going to do. Now, am I jealous of people that have got more money than me? Damn right. Would I like to be them? 100%. Does it irritate me that they've got more money than me? No, not really. They probably earned it. And do I think they should pay more money in tax? Well, at the minute, I think we're at ground zero. At the minute, I feel like we have to deal with what we've got. If we've got a group of people in this country who have got more money than the rest of us, but they are keeping the country afloat by what they're doing for the economy, yeah, leave them alone. Honestly, leave them the fuck alone, because they're the only thing that's stopping us going bankrupt. And whether you are jealous of them, whether you wish you had their money, whether you are bitter towards them because they've got the money and you don't, it just doesn't matter. It's of no consequence. What is of consequence is the actions going forwards on how the hell we are going to stop ourselves going into this doom loop. She doesn't like that word. I think it's a very accurate portrayal of where we are at the minute. She has royally shafted us. Now, the bit, well, there's many bits of this, aren't there? There's many layers that are annoying. But the layers that I find annoying are, it's been screamed at her since she got into power. I mean, there's been all of the memes about Labour spend your money, send us bankrupt, then the Tories come in and have to dig you out of a hole. The problem with socialists is they run out of spending other people's money. You know, there's all of those things. But they have not been in the shadows. They have been up close and personal in the media, in every interview. I mean, in the House of Commons, all that we hear is Rachel Reeves is spending money, our money that we don't have. And yet she continues to do so. So we've got a slight growth in July, like a slight growth, and we're celebrating that. We think that that's a good thing. It's not a good thing. It's an embarrassing thing. It's embarrassing that it's slight. And what I can't cope with is the fact that we somehow seem to think that that's worth celebrating and it's all going to be okay because there is a slight growth. It's not all going to be okay because there is a slight growth. It was 1 month. And then, you know, it leads on to how we're going to start managing this, how we are going to start documenting this, what happens when it goes from being a slight growth to a no growth. Well, we're sort of slightly already there. We're kind of, our growth is so minuscule that it's hardly going to get big overnight. So there are some challenging decisions to be made, but I think the most challenging decision is that of the public in whether we try and get a vote of no confidence, because it's a slippery slope and it's going in one way. What does it take until we put the white flag up and go, this can't continue? How far are we going to go in our national bankruptcy before we say enough's enough? And it's the brass neck of the woman who, I mean, it's all the Tories' fault, isn't it? That's all we'll hear, in the same way that the China spy gate is all the Tories' fault. They are shameless. I think that's, yeah, they are. They're just irritatingly shameless. They have got their heads in the sand. They are amateurs. They don't know what they're doing. They're not prepared for a growth mindset. I mean, there's no growth in this Labour Party, and a growth mindset is like the thing that we need the most and the thing that we are so far away from. They are not prepared to come to the table and say, how can we make this better for the people that we are supposed to serve? None of it. So yeah, I screamed at the radio a lot this morning on my way to college. It was not my finest drive in. It makes your blood pressure go up. Yeah, utterly bloody frustrating. She'll just spend the whole day blaming other people. All we'll hear now on the rest of the day on the news from Rachel Reeves is it was somebody else's fault. It wasn't. She totally shafted us.